Now, here's a take that's not specific to the college football playoff, but gosh, if you're an Auburn fan, you're hoping you're in this situation in a couple of years. Heck, next year. But I want to say this out loud. Whoever gets the Auburn job, you can win right now. Of all the vacancies in college football, I don't know if Auburn's the best job, just point blank, period. You could have a conversation about what LSU is and Florida is. But in terms of like most ready to win right now, for me, it's Auburn. And I understand that there's some thoughts around, the questions around who's going to hit the portal and how much do you lose from this roster. We'll worry about that when it gets here. But, man, if I'm an Auburn fan, I am so frustrated watching us look awesome against Vanderbilt on the offensive side of the football. You're seeing Cam Coleman out there just like one hand and stuff. Cato and I were texting during that game. Cato goes, Bionicle watch, Cam Coleman doing crazy things on Eric Singleton actually being utilized. Refreshing, isn't it? That's so frustrating if you're an Auburn fan because you're like, Hugh Freeze, what were we doing for these last, few months, last few years, quite frankly, on the Plains? What are we doing? I'm seeing those guys on our roster, and both those guys in Cam Coleman and Singleton, plus those two top 10 recruiting classes we have on campus right now, they could be back next year. What are we doing? This was always possible. It was always possible for Auburn. And so whoever the next head coach is going to be right there, if you can retain some of this talent, you got a shot. Like the LSU job is awesome. Do not get it twisted. But winning next year, can you fix that offensive line to the tune of being an SEC champion? Florida, are we going to be in a spot where we have a quarterback next year? Because DJ Lagway, I don't even know if he's going to start this upcoming weekend. And maybe Tramel Jones is awesome, but that's a big question mark. For Auburn, you got Deuce Knight on campus. 5-star guy. And yeah, they'll probably have some offensive line pieces to replace as well. But if I have the potential to bring back, again, Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton, along with those two top 10 recruiting classes, and I get to potentially keep DJ Durkin on staff, and that's your first move if you show up there at Auburn and you're a head coach and you're bringing in different pieces on your staff. No, you keep DJ Durkin as your DC. He's proven as much. You can win right now if you're Auburn. Don't have to wait. Don't have to rebuild. You have all that you need to win right now. And so how that positions you if you're an Auburn fan or you're a decision maker at Auburn, I don't think you're waiting around for one of these coaches that's going to be in the college football playoff. I was never really of the thought that Lane Kiffin would be the guy at Auburn to begin with, but like all the names that are out there that could potentially be in the playoff, sorry, we gotta act now, Auburn. There's a great quote by General Patton. It says, a good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan next week. I'll take the good plan today. I'll take the head coach that'll be good enough today to retain this roster, to retain the right pieces on the staff, because all of those things are good enough to win tomorrow if you're Auburn. So you go hire your head coach ASAP. And again, I think it's John Summerall. I keep on saying this. I'll say it until we're wrong. Everything about John Summerall at Auburn to me makes sense because what I just said, the pieces of paper with that roster is awesome. It's awesome. You bring it to life, though, with a head coach that majors in personality, majors in culture, majors in toughness, all the things that's getting Auburn beaten the fourth quarter, beaten the second half against Kentucky, against Vanderbilt. You bring that in to your building, I think you're in good shape if you're Auburn. So that'd be the move I would make, and it looks like, and I want to speak to authoritatively, it looks like John Summerall and Tulane may not be in the college football playoff. So you go hire someone tomorrow that's going to be on staff for you, be the head coach for you, and you get that thing humming, and next year can be whatever you want it to be if you're Auburn, all right? Now, Auburn, you still got a couple more games left, playing Mercer, and you're finishing the year in the Iron Bowl in Jordan-Hare. Alabama comes to town. If you want to be at that game, the best way to do that is with Game Time. All right, Game Time, fast, easy, safe, effective, affordable, attractive, another adjective. It's the best way to buy tickets, all right, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, using Game Time, you can see the view from your seat in Jordan-Hare before you buy, so you're not seeing a ticket. You're like, oh, this looks awesome. This is a low price. Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. Then you get to the seat, and you're like, hang on. I'm sitting behind a freaking metal pole in the stadium. I'm sitting behind the Jumbotron. What is going on? I wish I had bought with Game Time. That way, I would know that I could see the view from my seat before I purchased the ticket, and I'm not in this position. So, hear me clearly. Download the Game Time app today to take the guesswork out of buying tickets. Create an account. Use code HARDCOUNT for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account. Use code HARDCOUNT, HARDCOUNT, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed.